The 1997 Florida Marlins might not be a lot of people's favorite championship team, maybe if you live in Florida, but it's a team, as you know, they bought several stars, guys like Alex Fernandez, Kevin Brown, Moises Alou, Bobby Bonilla, and might be forgetting some. And then the next year they unloaded everybody. They kept Edgar Renteria and only won 54 games and finished in last place. So I have trouble cheering the owner Wayne Huizinga's policies, but don't take away from the players themselves. They had some outstanding players, and the owner's policies were not through their fault. Take, for example, their outstanding shortstop, Edgar Renteria. Renteria came up to the Marlins in 1996, and he finished second to Todd Hollingsworth for the Rookie of the Year award. But back to the Marlins, in that 1997 playoffs series, Edgar Renteria in Game 1 got the game-winning hit in the bottom of the ninth inning. And he said, "This is the happiest moment of my life." And at that time, little did he know about what would happen in Game 7 of the World Series. In that game, in the bottom of the 11th inning of Game 7, he drove in off Charles Nagy, the World Series winning run, driving in Craig Counsell and bringing to the Florida Marlins their first World Championship. In his career, he batted as high as .330 for the St. Louis Cardinals in 2003. He also drove in 100 runs that year. He hit .332 in 2007 with the Atlanta Braves. Then his career ended in around 2010. He actually retired in 2011, but in 2010 he was near retirement. And he started again in the 2010 World Series after hitting game-winning home runs in Game 2 and Game 5, the final game of the series. He is only the fourth player to have multiple World Series game-winning hits, along with Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, and Lou Gehrig.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics and game number 75 in the All-Time Greats Tournament. This is game 2 of the series between the 1997 Florida Marlins and the 1998 New York Yankees. This could be an elimination game if the Yankees win. Here's the starting lineups for the New York Yankees. Chuck Knobloch will lead off and play second base. Derek Jeter at shortstop. Bernie Williams is in center field. Paul O'Neill is in right field. Tino Martinez first base. Jorge Posada catcher. Chad Curtis is in left field. And Scott Brocious third base. David Wells is on the mound, grade B pitcher, Y and Z modifier. Here's your starters for the 1997 Florida Marlins. Edgar Renteria will lead off and play shortstop. Moises Alou in right field. Bobby Bonilla at third base. Gary Sheffield in left field. Jeff Conine is at first base. Charles Johnson catching. Jim Eisenreich in center. And Kurt Abbott second base. Alex Fernandez, grade B, Y modifier, is on the mound. We're ready to begin. Let's play ball. .42, the pitch to Kurt Knobloch. We'll read the green die first. .42 is a hit by pitch ball. And that's exactly how yesterday's game started. Chuck Knobloch taking one for the team. We are using the Merino boards, but it's going to be basic Apba. Master on stealing and actually defense too. And also for fly ball advancement. All right, coming up to bat is Derek Jeter, Yankee shortstop. Knobloch is a D28 stealing. Charles Johnson's very good at catcher. He's a +6 arm. And the move to first for Fernandez is +2, so take 8 off that. Here's the pitch to Derek Jeter. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, a home run for the Yankee shortstop. And right away, the Yankees 2 and the Marlins nothing. How do you do? Yesterday's star of the game, Bernie Williams, comes to bat. 45 is a walk. D25 stealing. Paul O'Neill. .46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out, the first inning. 2 runs are in on the Derek Jeter home run. Here is Tino Martinez. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. 2 outs. And now Jorge Posada. .45 is a 14. No walk modifier, so it's a 3rd walk in the inning for Alex Fernandez. First and second, New York with 2 outs. Chad Curtis comes to bat. .31 is another 14, and that will be another walk. No more room for any more walks. Here is Scott Brocious. Pitch from Fernandez. 22 is a 7 for Brocious. That's going to be a single. 2 runs will score. And if Curtis is fast, he goes to third. He is fast, so he goes to third. So score Williams and score Posada. Curtis goes to third, 2 RBIs, and the Yankees lead 4-0. Another run given up by Fernandez, and his grade will go down. And with the pitcher coming up, David Wells, the Yankees will have batted around the order. 42 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the end of the first inning, but 4 runs are pushed across. Florida's coming up the bat. Edgar Renteria will lead off for the Marlins, and they need base runners. 64 is a swing and miss for strike 3. David Wells strikes out the first batter he faces, and here is Moises Alou. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. This game could not have started poor for the Marlins. Bobby Bonilla. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. David Wells strikes out the side. We go to the second. Yankees 4, Marlins 0. Here's Chuck Knobloch to lead off the top of the second inning. He was hit by a pitch ball, and the rest of the lineup did not take kindly. Scoring 4 runs in the first off Alex Fernandez. Here's the pitch to Knobloch. It's going to be hit on the ground to second base. And Kurt Abbott makes the play, 4-3, first out of the second inning. Derek Jeter. 32, that's also hit to Kurt Abbott. 2 outs. 4-3. Bernie Williams. Ground ball back to Fernandez. He throws the first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Fernandez. We go to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Yankees. Gary Sheffield leads off for the Marlins. At this point, they want to put the ball in play. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. It has as it came off our Wells as a Y, so it's a 6-3 Ground out. Jeff Conine's turn. 1-1 roll. That's hit column roll for Conine. 1-3 is a double for the Barbarian, Jeff Conine. Charles Johnson. Base hit here could get the Marlins on the board. 23 is a swing and miss for strike 3, the fourth strikeout for David Wells. That's 2 outs. And now Jim Eisenreich, who is playing center field, comes to bat. 1-1 roll for Eisenreich. That's a hit column roll. And 55 is a double that will score Conine 4-1 New York. David Wells will walk Kurt Abbott with the runner in scoring position to pitch to the pitcher. First and second. Leads to an interesting decision. Fernandez is a grade B pitcher. They don't have any long-term starters that are C's. 4-star is a C. But Fernandez himself will become a C if he allows one more run within 3 innings in the third inning. So it has to be 5 runs in 3 innings to lower his grade. Timeout. All right, Florida will go to the bench. They're going to bring on Greg Zahn to try to get this run home. Living Hernandez is warming up in the bullpen, so I was wrong. He has a grade C. He could go a while. Here's the pitch to Greg Zahn. 23 is the roll. 26 is an infield pop-up to second baseman. Chuck Knobloch is under it and makes the catch. That's the end of the second inning. Florida scores once. We go to the top of the third. New York 4 and Florida 1. Now pitching for Florida is Livian Hernandez. He did not relieve it 1997, but he is here. He can face 24 batters. And the first one he's going to face is Paul O'Neill. 33, that's going to be squared up by O'Neill's second column roll. 41 is a single for O'Neill, a solid base hit. Tino Martinez. 36 is a 12. That could be 2. Let's see. 1-6-3 double play. Jorge Posada comes up with the bases empty. 26 is a grab ball to the shortstop. Renteria has it and throws across the diamond. 3 outs in the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Yankees are up by 3. It's the top of the order, and Edgar Renteria steps into the box for Florida. 53 is a 20. Fielding column 1. That's going to test, well, let's test the second baseman, Knobloch, who is, fielding column 1. Base hit. After figuring the steal calculations for Edgar Renteria and Wells and Posada's throwing, he'd be a 11-43 chance to steal second base. Moises Alou is the hitter, a .292 hitter with 23 homers. Doesn't have an extra 31 on his card. Marlins may have to do something to get back in this game. There he goes. 11-43 will get him 34. He is safe. So a stolen base for Edgar Renteria. .62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Alou goes down swinging for the second time in the game. And that brings up Bobby Bonilla. 1 down. Bonilla was 2 for 4 with a home run and a double yesterday and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Bonilla. 35 is a 39, and that is a strike. .22 is a hit column roll for Bobby Bowe. 1-6 is a double, and that scores went to Rhea, cutting the lead in half. New York 4, Florida 2. Gary Sheffield comes up the bat. He was also 2 for 4 yesterday. 6-6 roll. There's a drive by Sheffield. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A 2-run game-tying home run for Gary Sheffield. Florida 4 and New York 4. Game couldn't have started any uglier for Florida, but they're battling back. Here is Jeff Conine. 26 is a ground ball to third base, 5-3. I changed that result on my Marino boards. I'll make a ground out to third. There's 2 away. And here is the catcher, Charles Johnson. 44 is an 8 against a B. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. 3 outs. But Florida scores 3 times, mainly on the home run by Gary Sheffield. And we go to the 4th inning. All 4s on the scoreboard. This is now Levian Hernandez's game for Florida. Here is Chad Curtis leading off the 4th. 1-1 roll, hit column for Chad Curtis. 1-3 is a double, leadoff double for Chad Curtis. .300 hitter Scott Brocious comes to bat. .65 is foul out to third base, 5-5, scored. David Wells. Strikeout. It would be up to Chuck Knobloch to get the run home. 41 won't do it. That's going to be a pop out to the shortstop, Edgar Renteria. That's the end of the top of the 4th. Go to the last of the 4th. Yankees 4, Marlins 4. For the 4th, it's going to be Eisenreich, Abbott, and Fernandez scheduled to hit. Pitch to Eisenreich is a 56. That's going to be a swing and a miss for a strike 3. 5th strikeout for David Wells. Here is Kurt Abbott. That's a strikeout. Wells struck out the side in the 1st inning, and this is maybe a way to say thank you for letting him bat and stay in the game. Here's the pitch to Hernandez, 21. He gets a fly ball to left field. 3 up and 3 down for Florida. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 4-4 is a tie game. Derek Jeter is 4 for 6 in the series. 2-run home run in the 1st inning of this game. Here's the pitch to Jeter. 44 is a base hit for Derek Jeter. The Yankees have had the leadoff hitter on 4 to 5 times in this game. Here is Bernie Williams. Jeter would be E minus, let's see, his move the first is 0, so -6. E26 would be the rating. .26 chance to steal is 11 through 52, but the E means he can't go until there's 2 outs before the 6th inning. So here's the pitch to Williams, who could always hit and run. Doesn't have the extra 31, but so he's holding. 23 is a 40. 40 is a fielder's choice. Ground ball to first. He throws to the shortstop covering second to get Jeter. 3-6. Bernie Williams is the base runner now. 1 out. Paul O'Neill comes to bat. 1-6 is a 28. Ground out to the shortstop, Renteria. Williams goes to second, 2 outs. He's in scoring position for Tino Martinez. Here's a stretch by Hernandez. The pitch to Tino, 46, is a swing and miss for strike 3. And Livian Hernandez is out of the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Game is tied at 4. Edgar Renteria leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. He is 2 for 7 in the series. He scored twice, driven in 2 runs, and stolen base. Here's the pitch to Renteria. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Scott Brocious with the play, 1 down, and Moises Alou comes to bat. 62 is a strikeout. Number 6 for Wells and Bobby Bonilla. 65 is a pop out to the catcher Posada. And David Wells has retired his last 8 after surrendering 3 1/3. Top of the 6th inning, it's 4-4. Top of the 6th, we have Jorge Posada, Chad Curtis, and Scott Brocious for the Yankees. Livian Hernandez is still on. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Jim Eisenreich, 1 down. Chad Curtis. 42 is a 22, feeling column 2. That's going to test the catcher, who's actually feeling column. Let's see, Johnson is a feeling 9. That's feeling column 1. It's a little dribbler in front of the plate. He throws to first. Curtis is retired 2-3. Here is David Brocious. Scott David Brocious. 1 for 2 today. 226 is the roll. He is a strikeout victim. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 4, Florida 4. Gary Sheffield, who hit the 2-run home run in the 3rd, he is 3 for 6 in this series. Leads off for the Marlins in the last of the 6th inning. 22 is an 8 against a B. It's going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Bernie Williams, 1 down. Jeff Conine. 54 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Paul O'Neill, 2 outs. Now C.J. Johnson, the catcher. 44 is a fly ball to center, and that's 3 more outs. He's retired the last 11 Marlins. We go to the 7th inning, 4-4. Yankees are going to stay with David Wells. He will lead off the 7th inning. 55 is a single for David Wells. They'll play it safe with the pitcher at first base. And here is Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch will square around to bunt. 45 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Timeout. All right, Flores is going to lift. Livian Hernandez bringing in a higher pitching grade. Jay Powell is on to relieve. He'll be grade A for the first batter, pitching to Derek Jeter. First and second, nobody out. Yankees have really majored on getting the leadoff batter on. They've done it 5 out of 6. Let's see. Well, actually, 5 out of 6 innings. Here's the pitch to Jeter. 1-3 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded. No outs. This is where the Yankees could eliminate the Marlins out of this tournament. A big moment in this game. The Marlins are going to play the infield in, try to stop the run at the plate. Bernie Williams is the hitter, the star of yesterday's game. Here's the pitch to Bernie Williams. Okay, Bernie put a quarter in the merry-go-round. 22 is a hit, call, and roll. And that is going to be a double for Bernie Williams. And that drives, no, I take that back. Let's see. Yeah, it's a double. And runners advance 2 bases. Scoring Wells and Knobloch. Jeter goes to third. Second and third, New York, and the score is 6-4. That's 6 RBIs in the series for Williams. That brings the bat Paul O'Neill. They're going to play the infield in. Here's the pitch. 62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Paul O'Neill is a strikeout victim for the first out in the top of the 7th. Tino Martinez. Williams is at second. Jeter is at third. 42 is a 41. That is a balk, unless he's a BK0. He is a BK0, so he's not a balk. Strike 1. 64 is a 37. That's a, let's see, single. Runners advance, and the third baseman is injured on the play. So Jeter scores, and it's 7-4, first and third, and Marlins are going to be looking to replace one of their important players, Bobby Bonilla. Okay, Bonilla is a J1 on the injury table, so we're going to roll on the injury duration table. That's this table here. 1-3 is 2 games. So J. Powell for the second day in a row was ineffective. He will be relieved by Felix Heredia. Heredia is a grade CYW reliever. He's facing Jorge Posada. Martinez is at first, Williams at third. 3 runs are in the inning. Here's the pitch to Jorge Posada. 26 is a 24. That could be a double play. Let's see. That's 4-6-3 double play. Ends the 7th. 3-run score. Last of the 7th we go. New York 7, 4-4. Could be a little early to count the Marlins out. They were down by, I think, 5 runs yesterday. They scored 3 in the 9th to make it a game. David Wells is back on the pitch to his 7th inning. This will be his point of weakness inning. He's facing Jim Eisenreich and Kurt Abbott, and the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Jim Eisenreich. 6-6 roll, hit, call, and roll for Eisenreich. He already has a double in the game in the second inning. 1-5 is another double. Timeout. All right, manager Joe Torre will come and get David Wells. He goes 6 innings, gives up 5 hits, strikes out 6, walks 1. And not sure how many runs he'll be giving up. He's given up 4, responsible for the runner at second. New pitcher for New York is Jeff Nelson, grade B pitcher, Y modifier. He'll be grade A, pitching to Kurt Abbott. 61 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Craig Counsell is called on the pitch hit for the Marlins. And so that'll do it for Heredia, who goes 2/3 innings, doesn't give up any hits or runs. Here's Craig Counsell with runner on second and 1 down. 43, Nelson's back to a B. 29 is a ground ball to first base, pitcher Coving, runner goes to third. 2 outs. Top of the order, and Edgar Renteria. 32 is a roller to second base, 4-3. That's the 3rd out. Marlins don't score. And we go to the 8th. Yankees 7, Marlins 4. Dennis Cook is pitching for Florida. He is a grade C X modifier. Chad Curtis leads off for New York's 8th inning. 1-3 is a base on balls. And there go the Yankees again, getting the leadoff batter on. Scott Brocious. .41's the roll. 28. A ground out to shortstop, and Curtis goes to second. Scored 6-3. Shane Spencer will hit for the pitcher, and check out this card. He has 67 at bats, 373 average with 10 home runs. Warming up in the bullpen for New York is Graham Lloyd, a grade A reliever. We've also got Mariano Rivera waiting in the wings. He's an AC closer. Here is Shane Spencer, runner on second, 1 out. 65 is a 35. That's a foul out to the third baseman. Here's Chuck Knobloch with 2 outs and runner in scoring position. 1-1 roll for Knobloch. That'll get the runner home. 65 is a single. And it does score Curtis. 8-4 New York. Insurance for the Yankees. Here is Derek Jeter. .53 is a 19. Fielding column 2. Knobloch's on first. So that's with 2 outs, ground out to third base, 5-3. Okay, the Yankees score in the 8th, 1 run. They make it 8-4. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. They should change that. 8-4 New York. From Victoria, Australia, Graham Lloyd is set now to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. Grade A pitcher, ZZ modifier. He's looking at the middle of the Florida Marlins order. Manny Alou, Alex Arias, who had to replace Bonilla, and then Gary Sheffield. Here's the pitch to Manny Alou, or Moises Alou. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Scott Brocious makes the play, 1 down. Alex Arias comes up, first time up in the series. 53 is a 20. Testing the second baseman, Knobloch. That's a single, a base hit for Alex Arias. Not really a threat to steal, E14. Here is Gary Sheffield. Sheffield's a threat to hit over the wall. He homered in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch to Sheffield. 64 is a 42. That's going to be a hit by pitch ball, unless he's HBO 0. And he does not have that rating. So hit better. Sheffield goes to first. Arias to second. Jeff Conine. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Bernie Williams. 2 outs. Charles Johnson hit 19 home runs in 1996. 3-run homer would get the Marlins back in this game. Here's the pitch from Graham Lloyd. 53 is a 18. And that's a single. The runners advance 2 bases. So Bonilla scores. Sheffield goes to third, and it is 8-5, New York. A slow runner on first would be out at third. Sheffield's not slow. He's fast. Eisenreich comes to bat, and he's been effective today. He has 2 doubles. It's 2 for 3. Here's the pitch to Eisenreich. There's 2 outs, and Johnson's at first. He might be slow. He is. They'll play it safe with Johnson. And Sheffield's at third. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Eisenreich. Could be his 3rd extra base hit of the game. No, it's not, though. It's a 7. So a 7 will get a run home, and Johnson goes to second. Sheffield scores 8-6, timeout. All right. Unfortunately, didn't have the camera on, but we had a 6-6 roll for Abbott. Rivera's brought in to pitch, and that's a double, and now I'm figuring out where the runners go. Both runners score, and it is 8-8. The Marlins have come on to tie this game in the bottom of the 8th inning. They are a scrappy bunch. They're fighting for survival. Once again, my apologies. I had my camera off. It was a 6-6 roll for Rivera's first batter. Kurt Abbott doubled, and so now he's at second. The game is tied. Marlins have scored 4 runs in the 8th, and they're going to pitch hit for the pitcher. Cliff Floyd comes to bat against Mariano Rivera. Here's the pitch to Cliff Floyd. 1-5 is an 11, and that is going to be a single, and Kurt Abbott will score. Nine to 8 Marlins in the 8th. The roof has fallen in on the Yankees here in the 8th inning. Edgar Renteria, top of the order, comes up to bat. 42 is a 23. That will test, well, let's see, fielding column 1 with 2 outs. That's a balk. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. I'm on the wrong page. Runner at first. They'll test the pitcher, and that's going to be an error by Rivera. E1. Florida is hit through the lineup. Floyd is at first. Floyd's at second. Renteria's at first. 2 outs. Moises Alou comes to bat. 25 is a 8 against the AC pitcher with runners on first and second. They ground out to Jeter, who flips to Knobloch at second to retire Renteria 6-4. So with that fielder's choice, that's the end of the 8th inning for the Florida Marlins. But they score 5 runs on 5 hits, an error, and a hit batter, where they go to the top of the 9th inning with a 1-run lead, and Rob Nin coming on to close it for the Marlins. Rob Nin is a grade B with an X modifier. He was 9-3 in 1997 with 35 saves. Bernie Williams leads off for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Paul O'Neill and Tino Martinez. The Yankees are 1 run down. Here's the pitch to Bernie Williams. 25 is a 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Caught by Jim Eisenreich. And there is 1 out in the 9th. Paul O'Neill, 317 hitter in 1998. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. 55 is a 8. That's a fly ball. Also hit the center. Caught by Eisenreich. 2 down. Yankees are down to their last hitter, Tino Martinez. 45 is a base on balls. Tino Martinez is a slow runner at first base. Homer Bush will pitch run for the Yankees. He's rated fast. And B26 in stealing. But you got to subtract 8 from that because Nins moved the first as 2. Johnson's a 6 in his favor. And that would mean 18, 11 through 36, slightly better than a half a chance to steal second. They're going to let Posada hit. Posada had 17 home runs in 1998. Let's shake up the dice and see if we can roll one out for the Yankees. Rob Nin's going to try to close it off here and keep the Marlins in the ballgame in the tournament. 6-5 is popped up to catcher. Charles Johnson has it. And no, not the catcher. It's going to be, yeah, it is the catcher. Charles Johnson has it. That's the ball game. Final score: the Florida Marlins 9 and the New York Yankees 8. We're going to have a game 3. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. All right, in this game, the mighty Marlins stage a 5-1 rally in the 8th inning to come back and defeat the New York Yankees. They scored 3 in the 9th in game 1. It wasn't enough, but today it was enough. And the Yankees scored 8 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Marlins scored 9 runs on 10 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was, we're going to give the win to Livian Hernandez, who went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk, saved to Rob Nin. Mariano Rivera takes the loss for the Yankees. Star of the game is Jim Eisenreich, who got a start in center field. He was 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. We'll come back with game 3 on Monday. Starting in that game, the pitchers will be for New York, Orlando El Duque Hernandez, grade B ex-pitcher, and he'll be starting against Al Leiter, a grade C YW pitcher for the Marlins. Yankees bullpen, other than possibly Romero Mendoza, is available. In the Florida pen, Cook and Powell have pitched 2 days in a row. They're not available. And also, Livian Hernandez pitched 4 innings today. He's not available in the pen. But Al Leiter and El Duque Hernandez pitching Monday in the deciding game of this best-of-3 series between the 98 Yankees and the 97 Florida Marlins. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Good day and God bless.